things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Central Michigan Chippewas, Mount Pleasant, Michigan. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a team from the American, the Central Michigan Chippewas. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Chippewas have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Boise State's offense will go to work first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team.
Brings into the open. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, do you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
At midfield, he's got room. Oh, he found a space on the right. Touchdown, Boise State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So Central Michigan's offense will get the ball for the first time. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation. But one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Chippewas come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Man, he's got 45 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Guys, let's chat about Central Michigan. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, there he goes.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Off play action. Unleashes to the end zone. play stops the drive. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but, man, did they set up some field position.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Moves around to clear up the vision. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's talk for a second about Boise State. They had a fantastic offseason, #1 recruiting class in the country, but with that comes a little pressure. So how much pressure is on this class?
Lots of pressure, no question about it, but I think we're in an era of college football where you're seeing more and more true freshmen.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. At the 35, he's got room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Creates a little room. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. And the Chippewas are moving quickly down the field. The give from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Pocket breaking down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Fires to the wideout. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You've set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
He'll take a shot. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They'll run it from the gun. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's got him this time. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. So now it's 2nd and long.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Got him downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option, the give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
QB draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Chippewas decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt, but this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive, and to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Quick handoff. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Broncos have this offense rolling. Working that left side now. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
A first down run on the doorstep. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Oh, it's reversed. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Leaves it with the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Just going to keep it after the snap. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. From the gun, the running back has it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. Oh, what a cut! He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
They're working that left side. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Broncos trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The inside handoff. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Snags it over the middle. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Another incompletion on third down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Mount Pleasant today, and welcome into the halftime update. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kelly Shorts Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Broncos will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Got the tight end outside. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. And the Chippewas are moving quickly down the field. He'll keep it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now the play fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll close the gap to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Marshall. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Broncos back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Fakes to grab. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays him,
touchdown Broncos! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this offense, man, they're in a tough spot, right? Like, the throws are coming. You're down. You need to make plays in the passing game, but you got to protect your quarterback better. This defense, they've got their ears pinned back. You got to do something about it.
They boot it away on 4th down. Nestles it in at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Power football with the run. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. So we open the final period. 3rd down play. Quarterback on the keeper. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
But I'd say, well, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long, but in a big spot in the 4th quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Now facing a 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Broncos will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They kick it away on 4th down. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
The Chippewas now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run play action. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And it's knocked away downfield, the DB getting a hand in there. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Broncos moving quickly to the line. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Touchdown, Boise State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, and you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
The play-action fake. It's complete to the left. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. He'll ride his man on the option. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting a run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
And the Chippewas look to keep this drive humming. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Honestly, it just looks like the defense has better players on the field, and that's really demonstrated itself throughout the course of the game. They've got more speed. They've been able to shut this offense down in every possible way, and even on that last one, not letting them get out of bounds. You got to be impressed with what you've seen by this defense.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They'll run it to the right side. Oh, it's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
The Chippewas come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll pull it on the read. The pitch. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Really good job by this defense, man. 4th down and short. Great job playing the quarterback first. That's the most important part of the option. Don't let him get downhill. Now it gets to the pitch man. It gets a little bit outside. They run to the football and get the big stop on 4th down.
And the Chippewas will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll try the outside to the left. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this is